Hey, Alana, I got to tell you, I was at an event earlier tonight, and a man by the name of Dan Johnston from Ogden says hello. He watches and wanted to send along his greetings.
Well, I appreciate that.
So
and O-Town's one of my favorite places. I love me some Weber County. I'm a northern Utah girl. So hi, Dan. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all of you tuning in to get your forecast, especially when it's been a quiet pattern. We do please you, though, when it comes to those pictures, because we've got some great shutterbugs out there who have really enjoyed the clouds moving in and the sunset. This one from Marla from Pleasant View. A stunning shot. Thank you, Marla. We appreciate it. Brian sharing Springville tonight. I love when the trees are in front and backlit by the sunset. Really, really pretty shots there. The clouds making for a more dynamic scene, and that cloud cover associated with a disturbance moving in. Our ridge of high pressure is still in place, but we look to flatten that ridge as we get a passing cold front that will move through northern Utah. It looks like it could have a band of precipitation with it. Very light precipitation. Tonight, DEQ has just updated, calling for clean air with the mixing that this front will bring, but holds on to Salt Lake County with the possibility of moderate air. That's where we are tonight. We've mixed back into that category with elevated particulate matter, and there's a chance. Also, on the eastern side of the state, clean air expected, and in the south, we have seen that for the last several weeks. The Wasatch Front has been tricky when it comes to that air. But this cold front, gosh, we haven't been able to talk about anything storm-related in quite some time. Nice shot from Cedar City, Phoenix, sharing this one from Iron County. And let's look at that Black Desert time-lapse, because the clouds are pretty noticeable as they were streaming through Ivins. They made it into the upper 50s today, 57 at last check. St. George topped out at 54, pretty close to seasonal norms, and we saw warmth. So with clean air quality, our numbers jumped above our average of 40 in Salt Lake, topping out at 47, even with those clouds moving in, and that sometimes can cap daytime heating. 30s and 40s for the highs on the eastern side of the state. And as we look at those temperatures over the next several hours, we're going to be falling below freezing with partly cloudy skies. Low 30s expected when you head out of the house tomorrow morning. We will be dry for the overnight, but that could change into tomorrow. Oh boy, weather potential when it comes to wet weather has been so low. But when you see a slight chance, and we've been dealing with the winter we've had, this is some silver lining, a glimmer of hope. Perhaps we see a few flurries as we head into tomorrow. So this weak front is associated with the series of disturbances we've been dealing with. This is the final one, and you see as that moisture sneaks in by the afternoon, the green indicating the rain, so perhaps a rain-snow mix in some northern valleys or just straight rain, and then snow in the higher elevations. Now, our northern mountains are only going to pick up an inch or two from this, but that's better than nothing. We watch as that kind of slides into the evening hours in and around Salt Lake County, and this is when Alta and the Cottonwood Canyons, Snowbird, Brighton, they can maybe pick up an inch or two as this kind of moisture moves out of here quickly. Now, it's not overly impressive, but it's something. And look how quickly it clears, and that high pressure comes back and dries us out. A few clouds will hang around, but that high pressure really takes control yet again as we track towards the end of the month. Now, we need just a few flurries if we can get them, because look at where we stand with our snow water equivalent. 5 inches of SWE is what we call it. So if you took the snow and melted it into a liquid, typically by this point in the season, 8.5 is where we're supposed to be. It's a precious resource, and the longer we stay dry, we threaten the 5 inches that we currently have. Don't want to do that, but high pressure will. Warmer conditions, and then here comes that little trough, the conclusion of the series of disturbances, perhaps a wintry mix with it. It clears, and that high comes back, setting up the ridge in the desert southwest, allowing for our temperatures to climb yet again, perhaps inversion to set up. We're keeping our eye on Monday because maybe we get grazed by another system in northern Utah, perhaps hinting at a pattern shift. Gosh, I would hope so. Doesn't look like we see a significant storm until mid-February, though, folks. 40s. As we look at those highs for tomorrow, cloud cover could cap some of that. 46 in Moab, 57 in St. George, where as you look at the next 7 days, we hit the 60s, and then we go to the mid-60s by the end of the weekend. My goodness, that's warm, above average, and that's been the trend. We like above average in everything but the weather in the winter, because we'd love to see a storm. Isolated shower tomorrow, 40s turn to 50s as we roll into February. 50s. Keep our fingers crossed for Monday. Slight chance has now become my favorite word. I mean, this is not good. This is not good.
No, what can you do, right?
On the East Coast, they're going another snow day, and we're going, how about a snow day?
Send it here.
Yeah.
Just share. Just share. That's all I'm saying.